Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land.
Sovereignty and people's independence, a framework for democratic sustainability, the theme of our independence broadcast for this year. Fellow Nigerians, happy 64th National Sovereignty Day. Let me first salute the steadfastness and democratic resilience of us Nigerians in our resolve to remain in one indivisible nation, while also ensuring the sustenance of our democracy for the past 25 years, despite all forms of provocations in terms of total loss of democratic values, principles, and supposedly respected institutions. There is no doubt about it that the connivance of our leaders has been inundating as well as provocative due to the unsolicited palliatives that we considered to be a tool towards aggravating poverty in the land with the aim of perpetually subjugating the populace to their wicked haste and Machiavellian leadership. I can further explain the excruciating pains brought about by the hardship of incessant increment of pump price of petrol, electricity tariff, skyrocketing prices of essential services, food commodities, and hike in school fees, coupled with non-availability of health facilities, where these leaders are spraying on us the aroma of our stolen commonwealth, spending our monies extravagantly and telling us to keep on enduring hardships. For how long shall they continue to be killing our prophets while we stand aside and look? There is no doubt about it that, as the years this team suggests, Nigeria is just a sovereign state without any iota of freedom for its people. It is now a banana republic where protesters, duly demanding for their constitutional rights, were being hunted into detentions with treasonable charges hanging on their necks. A banana republic where salary of judges were being increased with about 300%, but finding it difficult to ensure a meaningful living standard for its workers, where billions of naira were being appropriated to the profligate of elected political office holders, while the people suffer in penury. A banana republic where billions of naira was said to have been spent on palliatives without sin, where such were distributed to the people. And a republic where various forms of injustices which pervades the land are being seen as a normal thing. Equally, territorial sovereignty without citizens' freedom is antithetical to democratic tenets, sustenance. The contemporary Nigeria does not allow any more for freedom of speech, assemblage, just treatment with absolute restrictions on press, liberty, excessive citizenry exploitations by the government, double taxation, high cost of living brought about by indiscriminate hike in prices of electricity, petroleum products, prices, education, health, coupled with deliberate lack of protection of our national currency. A situation where citizens are being discriminated upon, especially when you do not belong or believe in many of the obnoxious policies of the ruling party. Unfortunately, people are being totally incapacitated in acting according to their free will. International bodies like IMF, World Bank, IOC and OPEC are now having a field day in directing our government towards unleashing more excruciating hardships on the Nigerian populace by means of incessant naira devaluation, often leading to continual hike in prices of essential services within the power and energy sectors. The gratuitous and unjustified influence on Dangote refineries is a case in mind. Permit me to sound it loud and clear. Now that the major, if not the only, ingredient for democratic sustainability is freedom of the people. This has to do with strict adherence to the rules of law, where equity, justice, and fairness are guaranteed to all. Such is inclusive of rights of expression, to protest against repugnant government policies, as well as media independence. People's votes must be allowed to count without malevolent sabotage by the institutions like INEC and the judiciary, which has constitutional authorities to ensure such. The three tiers of government should not be seen to have undue influence on each other. Above all, the people should be given access to a meaningful living standard within the accepted international recommended practices. It is only when freedom is guaranteed along these lines that democracy can be safeguarded, nurtured, and sustained within a sovereign nation. Fellow Nigerians, despite all that our nation is going through now, never you be despaired, as drowning is not falling into the river, but the refusal to swim out. Likewise, as the caterpillar thought it was all over, then it suddenly turned into a beautiful butterfly. Be very well assured that as a nation, we are at the bend of getting to our desired destination. The stretch notwithstanding, rubber bands are appreciated when fully stretched. As for me, I am on a mission that is already late to draw back. A mission, though harrowing, discouraging, excruciating, and turning. My resolve and resilience to ensure that our people are totally emancipated from the claws of these haste, wicked Machiavellian, and brutish oligarchs remains the propelling legacy that keeps me going. My tenacious commitment to die for something than living for nothing. Finally, I'm using this moment to urgently put a clarion call to my other co-compatriots to join me on this mission, as we can only achieve more when we all have our hands on the deck. Let us put behind us our different primordial inclinations towards salvaging the wrecking ship of our dear nation, no matter the level of suppression that presently pervades our land. Be aware that our resilience and doggedness are required here, as in the saying of our elders, whomever the masquerade is running after should be more determined, as the masquerade too do get tired. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free ourselves. There is nobody who is coming around to free us. We have to free ourselves despite all forms of calumny activities being carried out by them. How many of us are they going to kill? Be out there and let us emancipate ourselves. Nigeria must be great again. Happy 64th National Sovereignty Day. I remain sincerely yours, Dr. Dayo Kayode.